Hi, folks. This is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report. Well, I got to tell you, there is really some news right now that I wasn't aware of. And I had a call from my buddy Brad Brad Paradis in Ogdensburg. And we were talking about things. And I said, Brad, I've got to go on the radio. What can you tell me that might be new? And I wasn't prepared for what he told me. But let's backtrack a little bit. For years, you know that we've talked how we do not have a catch and release bass season in the off season here in our region of New York State. And we're on one side of the St. Lawrence River. Canada is on the other side. We share this waterway. And for years and years and years, the DEC and the Canadian Ministry have shared sort of their seasons and regulations for this water system. We do the same things. But guess what? Starting in January, the new season in Canada is going to incorporate a catch and release bass season that will include the St. Lawrence River. And I find this amazing. And so now in Canada, you can catch and release bass starting January 1st. There's going to be a slight stoppage in May for these fish because during the period of starting May 10th, there's going to be a suspension of the season. They consider this the big time when bass are going to spawn. And then it will pick up again. Largemouth a little earlier in the season in June. And for smallmouth bass, you're going to have to wait to the first week in July to be able to fish again. And then it's all year long. So essentially what the Canadians have done is they're going to start a catch and release bass season, and they're going to let people fish bass all year long. I don't know if New York State will follow, but we've talked about this, how even when we're talking about tourism, people coming here and using fishing as a reason to come here. Well, catching bass, it's the easiest time the whole year to catch bass in the spring because they're into the shallows, they've come into the streams, they're in their spawning mode, and almost anyone can catch a bass at that time of the year, but we don't let you do that. Well, now Canada is going to, and I haven't talked to some of the leaders of the DEC in New York State to know, because I just found this out last night, but I thought you would really like to know this news. It may be the beginning of a new trend, and I'll keep you posted. Until next time, folks, this is Don Meisner with the North Country Fishing Report.